and to the old members that have found their way back to the community, I need you just as much as you need me. As we can see to start this evening's live, we've got Bitcoin up 7.5%. And if we recall yesterday, for anybody who was in the live, I asked everybody if you thought I was crazy, but it looked like Bitcoin needed to rally up to 66,600, as it looked like it had built. Well, now it's confirmed that it built this, but it looked like it had built this little V shape. So it went down, around, back out, and we speculated what if it swung up, and then to fill it out, it would have to come up to about here. But we talked about retesting that pattern breakdown and at least retest 66,600. Many said I was crazy in the audience, or at least that I am crazy as a whole. Maybe not necessarily talking about the fact that Bitcoin could come up, but that was just something that we were seeing yesterday in the charts, and I was hinting at what I've been doing. I bought more of the XRP Bitcoin pairing, as it was down to 793 the last time I bought it. So I'm going to continue to buy it as it continues to reverse. And I think at some point here, this is building the similar reversal as we just seen with Bitcoin. And this should bring us up towards that 993 level in time. Maybe even higher if it can break past there. But we're in a much wider formation. But I'm building into this position. It's just about $1,600 and some change. So I continue to build in. That was my cheapest I was able to buy it. And now once again, it looks like today's buy might even be a little bit cheaper, as it's at the 782 sat level. So I'm still interested in continuing to buy into that. And this is a perfect example, as we talked yesterday. Just because XRP goes up doesn't mean that you're going to go up. And if Bitcoin's moving up faster, the XRP Bitcoin pairing's not going to move up. It's going to move down. Vice versa, if XRP's falling faster than XRP, it's the same deal. So right now, I think it's presenting a major opportunity here in the XRP Bitcoin pair. How far it goes down is the question. But right now, in the weekly time frame, we are getting ready to fire off, and it's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So that's something I'll continue to watch. XRP right now is up 3.4% on the day, which is fantastic to see. We're at the 51.72 cent level. Right now, nothing's changed yet. First off, we haven't got back into the multi-year rising channel. But what's very important to me right now is the fact that we are trying to push over on this daily candle and have a close. It's right about 51.3 cents. If we can close over 51.3 cents, which we are firmly over right now, we have a close in the daily back within that cup and handle formation, which can be a very, very ominous sign here for the bears. Because if we're back within the cup and handle, that could prove the drop down in the weekly was nothing more than a fake out, as we speculated if we could get back up by Sunday and have it nothing more than a weekly candle with the wick, but the candle body still closing within the cup and handle. So that's something that's pretty interesting here. That's starting to transpire as we broke back within that range. So it's very easy to get caught up in the charts, or very easy to get caught up in the speculation. But as I've been saying, the more people are going bearish, the more bullish I am. I tried to hint yesterday with XDC what my plans were, but I'm not going to just be like, oh, this is when, where, and how, because I want everybody to make an educated, informed decision. But with XDC, it seems to me that it's painfully behind, once again, with XRP. And looking for a little appreciation up here to about this 3.8 level in the 4-hour time frame. I bought it right down here about 3.59, and I'm looking to see some appreciation up. I mean, if you're watching this, you could always sell it at 3.57, give it a little bit of room if it breaks this formation, and then try to buy it a little bit lower. But I put 3K into it right here, and I don't talk about it a lot during the updates, but during the live I will, because the ones who watch the live, it's a little more back and forth, we're a little bit more close-knit, and I try to tell everybody exactly what my plans and what I'm thinking. So we'll see if this ends up being a smart play or not. But right now in the 4-hourly, it's pretty much where I would like to see it right now at this point. I'd like to see it a little bit higher, if I'm being honest. I'd like to see it around the 3.566 level right now, or the 3.66. Right now it's at the 3.65. It's not terrible, but I'd prefer it to engulf here and then rally our way up through the 200 day. and see that 381 level. That's where my bet was when I put this in. And I don't like the leverage trade, so I tend to use more money instead of leverage trading like a 20 or 30x on $300, yada yada yada. So that's a 5.7% move up to that 3.8 level. That's about roughly $170. That's a $170 move if it goes up there for what I'm doing. Nothing to break the bank, but that's the first layer. Ultimately, what I'm hoping for is it retest the drop point at 4.6, but that's going to take some work because there's the 4.36. If you caught it on a beautiful spike, then it could come back to the top, but we are far away from saying that that's what's happening here. So I'm looking to try to catch a reversal here out ahead of it, but there's no guarantee that it's going to play true. And I've already got a nice little level here that it's given me in the 4-hour time frame to where I can feel pretty confident. If it were to break down and I didn't want to hold it past the 358, it's barely even a hold is the point. But otherwise, then obviously we can look to see if it holds the downtrending support on this pattern formation at 3.4. But that's what I'm looking at right now in the immediate short term, as Bitcoin right now could be front running a much bigger move in crypto. It's going to have a very big engulfing candle to the top side here as well. So for all the uncertainty we had the last few days going forward, is just that much more certain now of a move here today. And the funny thing is, you see the lack of interest, especially within the community, of anything crypto now. Anything crypto, a lot of people have just said, the hell with it, I'm done. There's no reason to even be paying attention to cryptocurrency anymore. You see how there's 60 people here. When XRP was up near 70 cents, there's 150 people in here. But now when the time is necessary for people to actually watch and to get on top of it yesterday, we've seen it in the Bitcoin chart that it had a rally to 66,600, even on rejection. So now we're going to watch this very closely to see if this is a fake out to the top to get a rejection, or if this is the start of something even bigger. A lot of people are starting to cash out, and they've done it before this rally even happened. They've just given up. They've given up on the entire space, and it reminds me of the commodities section right now. Nobody could give a rat's ass about commodities, and yet it's lighting it up right now. They're lighting things up, and nobody even cares. That's what's happening with crypto in a smaller sense. With Bitcoin, it's trying to pave the way, and at some point, we have too many of these that we watch, that we understand, especially with XRP. There's going to come a day when it just completely reverses, and I'm trying to get into a position where I've already got XRP, but now with the XRP Bitcoin pairing, like I said yesterday, I hope every day I buy it until that reverses, that it's down a few percent, because I'd much rather get 3.8% more today than you could have got yesterday, instead of it being up 3.8% just to be a fake out to come back down. I'm all for this. I am all for this. And what does everybody always say about crypto? Forget about it in May. Sell and forget, right? May is to forget. I say that's nonsense, because, you know, what better way to have it start pumping here than when everybody's saying that you should May forget, like May to forget. That seems to be the common theme going around. So, you know, we'll talk about a little bit more with XRP. We'll talk more about my expectations with the XRP Bitcoin pairing going forward. With Bitcoin, we'll take an obvious look here as it's up 4,736 points on the day, or 7.69%, to 66,271, and the Guru's kicking himself right now. I tell you what, we talked about it when the Guru sold at 61,100, and there was simply no reason not to, because he was up, and it was only a 0.75% of a drop down to the 800 level or 500 level, to where if it broke that structure, then he could have sold it. It's still in profit. And now I know he's kicking himself. He had a 3 Bitcoin trade he sold out of. He bought at 56K, sold at 61.1 because he panicked, because it was up to 64, then came back down. And yeah, it was a big mistake. Big mistake. At least to me it was. And now, I mean, obviously that's a 7.6% turnaround. Almost 9% from where he sold, so that's brutal. Brutal. So yeah, we'll go through a little bit of this. I want to say hello to everybody who's in the audience, and then I will go through this live and I will dictate it based on everybody's back and forth, and we'll see how lively of a bunch we have and what kind of information we need to go through, and then that dictates how long I stay on as well. So Coffee and Crypto, welcome in. Hope you have a blessed day today, everyone. Thank you, Coffee, and I hope you're having a blessed day as well, friend. Juan's Way. That moment of silence in honor of my wife yesterday was one of the most touching things I've experienced in a while. I want to thank you all for the great energy being shared in here. Oh, wow. Juan, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm so glad that touched you. I don't know. That was a spur of the moment, but I just wanted to honor your wife, your late wife, and her passing. And we're going to stay committed to XRP, like I said. And we're going to finish your wife's, her image, what she had for XRP, the image she had. Mara Louise Willamese, welcome in. John Hall, good evening. Jorge, welcome in. Mosey here, welcome in. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor, along with CJ2 Pilot as well with 6 months. UK Phil, welcome in. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. And welcome in, friend. Trading with J Ride, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. And yes, hit that like button indeed. We are desperate here. We need the likes. Desperately need the likes to try to expand the content. Angela, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. I greatly appreciate that, love. HR, hi sir, long time. Haven't posted lately, was in Malaysia and Thailand for work. The awareness of XRP is quite good there. Thailand accepts XRP as many institutions and consumers places. That's excellent to hear. Thank you for that update as well. I'm glad you're safe. Glad you're safe, friend. JW, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Bad. Says howdy, T-fam. Howdy, friend. Marvin Tabriz, welcome in. The Gatman, thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. We will try to get into solo in Corium. We'll see how it goes today. I'll try. Simon B53, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. D8 says I need a good pump by the end of the month, don't we all? Rob Hokaluk, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6 months with the XRP Predictor. And yes, the Gatman, congratulations on getting your 2-year badge. Been in Tom's Army for 2 years now with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. I greatly appreciate that continued support. John Patak, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So Badge. Free Toast, welcome in, along with Wow. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And yes, please hit that like button. 80 people watching, 56 likes, so I would appreciate it if you hit that like button. So, and the only other thing besides XRP technical analysis, when it comes to XRP, there's not much that we can talk about. I mean, maybe the EVM sidechain, that's the XRP ledger update. XRP might be on the verge of a major breakout if this pattern validates. Ooh, let's do a little bit of positive reading and then go back into the charts. So XRP might be on the verge of epic breakout if this pattern validates. XRP, the 7th largest cryptocurrency, may be approaching a critical price juncture with an intriguing pattern suggesting that a significant price shift could be on the horizon. Technical analysts closely monitor chart patterns to identify potential trends in assets prices. One such pattern that has emerged on XRP's price chart is the triangle pattern, characterized by converging trend lines that create a triangle shape. In the context of XRP's chart, this pattern suggests a period of consolidation and indecision among traders, with the potential for a decisive breakout shortly. So what happens next for XRP? The tightening consolidation on the XRP price chart suggests a tussle between buyers and sellers, with neither gaining a definitive upper hand until now. Several factors could serve as catalysts for XRP's potential breakout from the triangle pattern, including fundamental developments and investor optimism. Additionally, broader market trends and macroeconomic factors may also influence XRP's price trajectory, with favorable conditions potentially fueling a breakout to the upside. A bullish breakout might might mark the start of a new upswing for XRP, perhaps resulting in significant gains. However, a failed breakout or bearish reversal could result in losses for those caught on the wrong side of the trade. Should XRP break out from the symmetrical triangle, an initial surge toward $1 to $2.50 might be expected, with a more ambitious long-term target of $20. That is very ambitious indeed. In the very immediate short term, the 46-cent price level has been identified as significant support zone. At the time of writing, XRP was down 1.39%, but as we know, it reversed back to about 3.5%. As XRP teeters on the verge of a potential breakout from the triangle pattern, anticipation is building among market participants eager to capitalize on the next major price move. However, the outcome remains uncertain. Oh, well, we do need hopium, so I'm giving you some hopium. Let's see. So, the main thing right now is XRP is in a beautiful spot today. It's broke within that cup and handle formation. It has broke. You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome. Yes, I will absolutely free toast check the XRP Bitcoin pairing, as I bought a little bit more as it was at 893 or 793 sat level. And again, today I haven't made my purchase yet, and recently today, but I'm going to make one later on, as I always do, once a day at least 50 to 75 bucks. So we'll see what I decide today. But it's over $1,600 now I've invested. With XRP though, right now of significance, in the 4-hour time frame, we have an engulfing candle, which is a very bullish candle. Right now it looks beautiful. We're going to close very easily, it looks like, over that 51.3 cent mark, and that's very important because that's the cup and handle formation. That's the handle support. And right now, if we can pull up and close, like I've said, by the end of the week, I would like to see it pull up past 51.50 to get that wick and just have a wick below and have the body start pushing back up. But right now in the daily, we're looking to be about 51.3 cents currently. And then we could have an engulfing candle here to the top side, especially where it's at if we close here. And it'll close on the top side of this handle support. And your next major resistance, once you get back within here, is up at 58 cents. Now, that's major resistance. We have a multi-year rising channel, which we are currently below, and you would have to get past 52.8 cents approximately. So that's above us right here. Actually, it's about 52.8 cents you got it above. And then in order to validate to move to 58, you still got to break above some of these levels. I mean, we formed this little ascending formation, which could be a bear flag, but like we've said, that looks like a bull flag disguised within a bear flag. And it looks like something could potentially be building here. This yellow line right here, if we can break past here, which is the backside of this head or neckline, you could say, from farther back. If it breaks past there, that's going to validate this move and confirm this breach if we do push up. And right now we're attempting to. XRP is attempting to breach up here, which is good to see. It's just how far can we push? Are we going to get... My biggest fear for XRP until it breaks it is we get sandwiched right now by 52.8 cents approximately, which is that rising channel resistance, which was a support for several years. The only good thing is we came down and looked like we formed some kind of bull flag here that could bring us up. It could bring us up. So, like I always say, don't give up when it looks bad. These are the times when I'm actually like, okay, you know, this is what's happening, and this is where we can actually make a difference here. Wow, 93 people here. I'll be damned. Are you serious? So, man, I'm sorry about all the shaking. It's just, it's very, very windy. I guess I could put it like this. Now I'll be a little sideways, but it might keep it from shaking. But it is very windy out here, but I love to be in nature. The tree's looking beautiful this year. You guys have got to watch this grow the last several years. And now it's just pushing out. I got a huge silver maple tree. It's beautiful. Got a few beautiful trees in front of me on the side of my house. Love it. XLM's up 4.5% to 10 points. Actually, free toast. Right after I cover XLM real quick, we're going to go into the XRP Bitcoin pair real quick, because I think that's an opportunity trying to present itself. Right now, XLM's trying to reverse back up. 4 hourly beautiful engulfing candle. The next real resistance for XLM is 11.17 cents. So this is, we're in a beautiful spot right now. Beautiful spot to push up at least a resistance up here. And we've still got some room here. Still got some room, and it's what we speculated. I know it looks like a bear flag, but it looks like a bull flag formed within a bigger bear flag. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. If you do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army, as I have not seen a month one subscriber in some time, and I miss saying welcome into the once you have me being abducted by aliens. So if you do appreciate my work, consider subscribing in Tom's Army to pay it forward, or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month as a way of saying thank you for the time I put in. I would greatly appreciate it. So that's what we're looking here. But I want to go into the XRP Bitcoin pairing. So free toast. We've got, I'm trading the XRP Bitcoin pairing also, small amount so far, but found it on Pionex and trading it. Excellent, excellent coffee. That's what I like to hear, as we're all trying to position ourselves in here right now. And is it bullish right now? Does it have a little bit more consolidation? That's what we're trying to find out here. Let me put this exactly where I want this, right here. So right now it's consolidated beautifully. If we look at it right now, in the 4 hourly we're oversold, in the 3 hourly oversold, 2 hourly getting pretty oversold, in the 1 hourly pushed into oversold and rounding, 45 oversold, 30 minute is in the oversold. I mean, we're consolidating towards oversold. In the weekly time frame, we're oversold. So at some point here, we're looking for a mighty reversal. And it almost looks like a fake out to the downside here, as it looks like those were, to me, look like inverted hammer candles to like the 70 percentile or 76 percentile roughly. But that's all speculation and conjecture. But I really believe that this is getting ready after a very, very, very lengthy consolidation in the weekly sense. We've had about 37 weeks since the last time we've attempted to flip bullish here in the XRP Bitcoin pair. And just from where it was at from the top, with no reversal yet, just from here, when it reversed, we're down with no correction as of yet. I mean, we're down better than 73%. And you're talking about just from July of 23, so not even one calendar year. In the last 10 months, it's down 73%. And to me, it looks like it's trying to set up a bull flag here. I can't help what it looks like. I can't help it. And yeah, we can redo this so that it looks a little neater. We can even take down these levels since we have more, since I see more people are showing interest in this pairing right now. But it's to me, I mean, look at this consolidation. It is wide, it is long, and it really looks like we're getting to where we want to be. And yeah, it's been a long consolidation. But this, if we open it up like this, this is really what we need to look at. Because we can make it smaller, we can do this and that. But sometimes, to me, I like to look at the entirety of the pattern. So let me fix this. I mean, we could even say that it was coming through like that. But if we look at it from the grand scale, we had this. And then I'm going to show you what I was looking at to pull the pattern in a little bit. So, whoops. You can either cut this across, or like what I was seeing here as it continues to develop, I see something like this. And this is what gets me excited about the recent consolidation. I really do see something like that. And if that's the consolidation, we've bottomed here. If that's how it wanted to bottom, we did touch that. So we had the third hit here. And it's really exciting to me. 1, 2, all the way around, third hit. I mean, it is honoring that support structure is the point. And if this holds, that's going to be a rather lengthy reversal. And I'm all for that. I am all for that. And like I've said, it's not for the faint of heart. It is not for the faint of heart. But I actually feel pretty good about what I'm seeing there. So that's really, that's where it looks like to me. And yeah, right now I've been trying to tell everybody as it's coming down, not on the way up. I don't like to talk about things when it's going up. I mean, I'll continue to cover it, but I'm talking about accumulation. I'm accumulating as it's going down until the reversal happens. And I think I've found an area, and I could be wrong, because no, you can never be certain, but I think I found an area where in time here, we're going to be very, very happy. And with XDC, I definitely think I found an area at the 359 level where I can be comfortable at putting that 3K trade in. So like, I've got money floating around right now. Hell, with B2 Gold, it's doing me proud as well. It's at $2.82, and everybody knows it's only up 0.75% today, but everybody knows I put $7,200 on it at $2.52. So it's up 30 cents a share on over 2,840 plus shares. So that's up over $800 right now in the last couple weeks. So there's money to be made all across. Silver right now, and I hope, is there anybody in the audience, and I don't know how many people are watching, is there anybody in the audience, especially around 22 and 23 when we were buying it at $16, $17 an ounce, and we were buying gold $1,600, $1,700, and $1,800 most, and then I put mostly on silver. Was there anybody who actually followed that philosophy that I was trying to teach? Because I bought so much silver live on air, it was sickening. Every time I'd have profits in crypto, I'd shift into precious metals. And now everybody, silver is on the verge of $30 an ounce. $30 an ounce. Gold's on the verge of $2,400. You're talking, turning in the US dollar when it was going parabolic for no reason and doing this. That's a part of wealth that doesn't get talked about a lot on this program or within the community, but that's something that we built through our crypto profits. And everybody knows when I made over 10 grand, well, it was about 16 grand in profits in 21, but I took 10 grand and I bought precious metals when it came down under 18 bucks for silver, and gold was around 1,700. So it was a pretty impressive thing we've done as a community, and I wanted everybody to rest assured that when you put in precious metals and you bought into commodities at the right time, especially with B2 Gold, it had a 6.4% dividend as we were waiting it out. Now today they lowered it, it's at 5.8%, so they're anticipating some kind of appreciation. They had a phenomenal earnings beat, so just pay attention to that sector. It goes unnoticed, but I make a lot of my expendable cash in that sector. And I'm always very transparent. And right now, the only mining stock I have is B2 Gold. I went heavy in it. I didn't separate it into 3 or 4. I just went with what I thought. Ales Pond, welcome in. It's good to see you as well, friend. Power Gear, welcome in. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years. Says he just bought 3 cows. Interesting. I definitely need to buy a cow. Me and Julie have talked about buying one. As I just bought a new charcoal. It's like a smoker grill, and it was like $700 with all the upgrades and everything, but I wanted to have a top of the line, and I upgraded the titanium and all that good stuff. But I'm excited to cook on it. We just put it together yesterday, so I'm gonna be excited to cook on that with Julie. That's something I want to cook on and smoke something, and I'm excited about that. It was a bit expensive, but everything's much more expensive this year, which it sucks, but it's something we're gonna have to deal with. If anybody wants to relax with me, now would be a great time. DGB's up about 5.7%. $5.7% for DGB. And if we take this into a smaller sense, a lot of these are starting. I'm gonna redo this with DGB because we have a lot of the micro moves and everything, but sometimes I get sick of the micromanaging and we just pull this out to a much wider pattern. I'm just sick of the micromanaging of some of this. As these have been going for a long time, DGB has broke out of its short-term pattern consolidation. Well, not short-term, but it broke out pretty nicely. And now for me, because let's be honest, we want to know how the fuck to trade, excuse me. We want to know where the hell this stuff is going. That's all. I just want to know where it's going. And this is what DGB is doing. So you'll be able to make an educated and informed decision based on just the micro movements. I try to make this as easy as possible for everybody so that you don't got to guess and try to figure this shit out. Or this fantastic, mess we get going here sometimes in crypto. So just watch that. That's what we're looking for with DGB. Short term, yeah, we're trying to move up here. And we've broken out of the short term consolidation. Next big resistance is up at 1.4. We'll see if crypto has this in it. And we'll see if crypto has it in it. Because it certainly seems like we're building up towards something here. And that's not just what we've talked about. That's across the board. Like HBAR right now is up 6.1% today. And it bounced off of the pattern formation. I try to make this simple for everybody with the HBAR. And we even know where it goes if it drops or if it breaks out. Because we want to know just in case. But right now, if this breaks past 11.28, we should be coming up here to resistance again. Now that we didn't break the support, you buy support, sell resistance. So if you use that logic, watch this. Buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance, right? Until it breaks out or breaks down, either or. That logic maintains until the pattern is done. So that's how technical traders make a lot of money. So that's what we're watching for HBAR. Pay very close attention because it's looking pretty good here. 4 hourly we broke back into or 3 hourly back into bullish territories. The daily time frame is a reversal here, a nice reversal candle. So just pay attention as the day goes on. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day because we've actually had a little bit of optimism here. I have a little bit of optimism. Hopefully one day the crowd will come back. But a lot of people give up. The first time of instability, people give up. I say it every time. Pay attention to the ones who are here when we're not doing so great. Those are the ones you're going to want to listen to when everything's in the good mood. The good mojo. And with everything we're seeing, it makes me feel like XDC is undervalued. And I love XDC, and everybody, I bought 80,000 tokens. So, you can put that in perspective. But this is one that we're either catching right on the move, or we could get a further consolidation. But I really like the setup right now. I really wanted to see this pull up today and come up to like 368. We started to, but it's been stuck in this area. It's still not bad though. I'd like to see it maybe come up a little bit farther, and we could have a beautiful start to the next daily candle. Bitcoin, I mean, look at Bitcoin, how perfectly it backtested this. And this is going to tell us if in fact this is going to break out of the pennant flag. This is going to tell us right now. I predict the future. I predict the future. I predict the future. No cow, Jules. You're probably right about that. You're probably right about that, JW. But Julie does rule, that's for sure. Look at Bitcoin. If it comes over this, so the pennant flag is this downtrending resistance, this little channel that formed within but it's like a bull flag, but it's a channel. So you call it a pennant. We also put the bull flag setup, which we came down and we expected it to form a pennant, and that's what it did. Now if it comes back above here at 66,733 in current terms, it's going to be mighty interesting. And I'm deleting this because that's 68. No, I'm not. 68,932 is that pivot point, so I can't just delete it. We can't just delete it. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Is there any news on XDC? We can take a look. It's good to see XDC trying to fight here. I'm only up right now from where I bought it. So if you bought it, I'm only up about 1.8 or 2% right now. So it hasn't moved at all. At all. It's still within the exact same rotation where I bought it. So, but is there any news? Not much. Not much as of late. While we're over here, though, Gala, we talked about yesterday, up 9.7% today. Bounced off the 200 and put in a beautiful reversal candle. Tailor-made, beautiful reversal candle. And if this continues, I mean, we're going to have a beautiful engulfing candle here to the about the highest level you could expect. It just looks beautiful. Just looks absolutely beautiful for Gala. AMP we talked about yesterday looked like it was ready to reverse. And what a beautiful job it did reversing. Indeed, it looks like a nice daily reversal here as well. And we're actually looking to come up just a tiny bit more. I mean, this looks like a tailor-made reversal here as well. So pay attention to a couple different cryptocurrencies, as it really does. But we're having some nice movement here. Some very nice movement. It's exciting to see this, actually. Let's see real quick. Somebody asked me about XDC. We can do a little bit of due diligence real quick with XDC. And then I'll go back. I know everybody seems to not like when I go around from crypto to crypto, but that's okay. That's okay. No, not extreme drilling. Now this is about all that I can really see right now. Kennedy and XDC Networks launch accelerator for early stage blockchain startups. Kennedy, an innovation ecosystem specializing in early stage fintech startups, has partnered with XDC Network to introduce a new accelerator program aimed at revolutionizing the U.S. $28 trillion global trade industry. The 12-week XDC accelerator program invites startups to develop solutions using XDC's network advanced blockchain technology. This initiative targets startups that are working on real-world asset tokenization, RWA, trade finance, decentralized physical infrastructure, DePIN, GameFi, AI, and crypto, as well as staking. Participants in the program will benefit from industry mentorship, networking opportunities, and the potential for investment of up to $100,000, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's basically the little, not much, not really much that we can really add to XDC, but little things that are happening behind the scenes that are exciting for XDC, at least in my opinion. It's too windy out here. But with XRP, for the ones who are diligent tonight, XRP, we're still looking for a continuation, a nice daily candle here, and we're sitting at 51.7 cents. And this is a beautiful engulfing candle here that will happen in the daily time frame, especially if it closes right here. I think there should be a lot more buzz, a lot more people that are interested in today's technical analysis. But, you know, a lot of people are scared. A lot of people have kind of run for the hills. And a lot of people are going to miss out. A lot of people are going to miss out. It's that simple. Sean, what happened with the Uphold? So after I sent a request to their customer service, they responded back a short time later, and they said it could take up to 24 hours for the asset to clear, and it ended up clearing about 12 o'clock this afternoon. So it did take a few more hours. It took about 19 hours for it to clear, which is you know, some kind of, but it got resolved. It got resolved. So yeah, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, JW, we see this all the time. We see this all the time. XRP starts to flounder a little bit. Everybody kind of disappears. It gets lonely, right? Gets a little lonely. But that's okay. It's more than just the price right now. XRP building a nice little bull flag today. We still got to get over this 52.8 cents, so 52.9 cents. But we're looking for a daily close over the 51.4 cent area, which is to keep us over this cup and handle support, which is right here. Actually, it's about 51.3 cents would do the job. So that's what we're looking at here today. We had this inverse head and shoulders that was put in. So it's been a nice bounce back here today. We're going to need some more continuation to confirm the move back up. But we did play off beautifully on this inverse head and shoulders. And now maybe we can start making a push back here to the mid-tier handle resistance. So that's definitely in the realm of possibility here for XRP. It's just we've come into oversold a little bit in the shorter time frames. So that's something we're going to have to deal with if we're going to have some kind of short-term consolidation. XDC's pushing up into the range I was talking about at the start. Hopefully it could get over that 367 and maybe higher. And now we've pushed up. We're up about 1.9% on the day to 3.671 cents. And to me, it looks like it could have the possibility here of actually having a sustained little breakout. But only time will tell if we can continue on or if we get caught in this level. But right now, anything over 366 is not bad. If you can get over 368, it'd be a good thing. As we're working on in the daily time frame. And the 2 hourly is not bad. We're engulfing right now after a little consolidatory candle, which is always good. It's always good to have that consolidation. But it looks like to me we're just starting this breakout, an attempted push up near that 385 level. That's about a I believe it's 5.7% totality. Let's see. Huh? That's like 4.4%. It is 709. 709. So I think that's where I think we're going to attempt to play up. And that's not even the end of it. That just looks like where it wants to have a short-term pattern rotation. So we'll see what happens there. And if it in fact can push up there. But what I'm looking for is in the daily time frame for this to have a nice reversal. And the higher up it comes, the better. If somehow we could push up to that 3.7 level, you would have a daily reversal candle. And it's within the potential here. And not saying it's a bad candle right now. If it were to close right now, it would have fought its way back from going down to 358, which is where I bought it on this candle, around 359. And now it's looking, hopefully we can sustain this reversal. It's trying right now for XDC. So pay attention. Pay attention. I know everybody, believe me. I know XRP, cryptocurrency, there's no opportunity. I know what everybody says. I know they all say you should give up. And it's just, it's the shittiest thing. There's no reason to even pay attention to it. I know everybody tells us technical analysis doesn't matter. But the fact that we were doing technical analysis and now Bitcoin, where did that chart go? Now all of a sudden my Bitcoin chart's gone interesting. So I got to find the Bitcoin chart. I'm not sure what happened. Why, well, I do know what happened. This is what we've come used to happening, all right? We're used to this happening. For whatever reason, TradingView always, and it's painful, deletes my stuff. I don't know what chart I had. I really don't. It's not Binance. Maybe it was MEXC. I don't even know. Does anybody remember what chart I had up here? That's the old chart. This is the old Bitcoin chart from a long time ago. Look at that. That's crazy. And that's that channel. Yeah, you can look at that as that bull flag setup. That was from a long time ago. I actually used to like that chart. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was Bitstamp. Man, that's another old chart we used to have of Bitcoin. Huh. We went through so many Bitcoin charts. I'm going to say, though, it's probably the Bitcoin USDT on MEXC that I'm probably using. If I had to guess, in current times. And I would guess wrong, indeed. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what chart I was using. I'll have to go back and look. Isn't that funny? I can't even remember what about Binance on the USDT? It's fine. I'll just put this one on here for now. I'll put this one on here. I wonder if it's BitGet. Probably not BitGet. No. Whatever. I'll just use the one that I have. I'll just use the Bitcoin USDT, this one. But man, that was kind of like a blast from the past. Looking through some of those charts, because some of those are from the last bull run. And this chart, the reason I decided to use this, look at the long-standing channel that this actually formed. I mean, we can see with Bitcoin, and this is going farther back. Here, let me get rid of this so it's easier to see. And it's nice to look at it from a different perspective. We'll fill it in together. Look at that. That's what Bitcoin was starting to form. And then it broke all the way down, and it looks like nice cup and handle, as we've already talked about. And it looks like the beautiful handle. If this breaks out of here, now I'm glad that happened. Because if this breaks out of here, look how easy this is to see now. If that put in a bullish handle, Bitcoin's going to come all the way to the top of that channel. That's where ultimately we could target ourselves if this breaks up. Ultimately, that could cap the upside at 88K. And that's honest to God what we're in for the long term. And if that is putting in some kind of bullish handle here, and we know the pattern. We know the pattern. It could be this pennant flag here in the short term. But this was almost like it's a beautiful thing that we're looking at this chart from the perspective now where we are. I mean, one could argue from the shorter time frame here in the daily perspective that there is a chance that we are trying to break out here. And I'm not just saying that. There is a chance. A very big chance here. And this is looking at it in totality. This could be putting on a very bullish handle. I'm not just saying that. It really could. And this is looking at it from a longer sense here. And this is looking through the totality of the Bitcoin consolidation, bringing itself back up. And if this is a big bull flag and a pennant flag that's playing out, it still can get us every bit. If that's playing, if this is playing out in a pennant flag, it's going to break out in a big way. And I could see it coming up here, even if it gets rejected. And that's the bigger cup. Right now it's on the short cup and handle, and then it could push up to the long standing. This would complete the entire cup here. And that's just on the uptrend. That's if you just appreciate the price with the uptrending resistance. So that's just, there is opportunity. There's a reason to be optimistic until there's not when it comes to cryptocurrency. I just think a lot of people gave up too soon, and it's kind of, if we've learned anything, right when you think nothing can get better, right when you think it's the end, right when you think everything is just rolled over and there's no hope, that, and only then, or is only the time when you're going to find the appreciation you're looking for. It's been nothing short of spectacular so far in terms of profits in 24, but it's nothing near what we're looking for in the grand scale. Not even close. I feel rather fortunate that we've made what we've made. Even in bear markets where we don't lose money, we make money. And yet I couldn't gain a subscriber if my life depended on it here. Ever since a couple weeks ago. Subscribers are coming and going. And it just tells me in the crypto space right now, a lot of people have just lost faith. Every time somebody loses faith, I gain a little bit more confidence in what I'm doing, to be honest. So, there's a lot of optimism here. Just a lot of people are getting caught up in the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. That's what everybody seemingly is getting caught up in. Even this, I'm sick of looking at that. I think we all are. So, we've got the cup and handle. We've got what's going on in the short term, right? But now let's look at this in totality. Let's look at this in totality. If we come back here, and I can come through this like this, that's great. That's great. I can look at the pattern in that fashion, but why go back that far? Why not come a little bit closer? And if I was looking at this, I could say, well, we could come through here outside of those wicks. And then this is what we're looking at for that downtrending resistance. And then we start to look at an area on the patterns where it's like, okay, well, where did we actually pull back in? Well, if you just overextend this and say, well, this is the uptrend, I dare say that this is what we're looking at. I dare say this is what we're looking at. And we know where the breakdown would be. And we always want to keep it there just in case. And we actually know where the breakup would be in this pattern. And that would put us past the short-term consolidation. So I'm going to start looking at it in this perspective from now on. So that I can see a shorter mindset here. We know the rising channel where that's at. But this encapsulates what's going on in the now. In the here and now. If we want to look out farther for multi-year, the cup and handle circumvents it anyhow, or circumcedes, or circumvents. This would play out stronger anyhow than the rising channel. This tells you everything you need to know in that handle with the rising channel anyhow. Plus the head. So you have the head and shoulders. So I think this makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on with XRP. It makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. And in the short term, we've got uptrending support, and I'll show everybody. We've got uptrending support, downtrending resistance. Support, resistance. Support. Remember, buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance. So if you would have done this, this could be your third successful trade attempt right now. Go T Tom. We're all with you, bro. Hey, Cleo, thank you so much for that $10 donation. I certainly was not expecting a donation of any kind during this live. I must say you have surprised me, and it's your first YouTube super chat, and I am greatly appreciative of that, Cleo. Yes, the goatee is getting pretty long. The hair as well. For anybody who doesn't know, if you're new, how many people are here? 80 people. I told everybody last July I would not cut my hair until XRP at $1 to prove a point. And I might even reserve the right until it goes to all-time highs. I must say I'm rather enjoying growing my hair. I'm 40, so to have hair like this is a miracle. But it's been over 10 months, going on 11 months since I've cut my hair. And it's getting long. Oh, it's getting long. The goatee's getting long too. Very long. I trimmed it on the outside a little bit just because it was going off to the sides. But that's something else that I have not cut the length in some time. And I love doing it. I love doing it. I really do. I know one day this is all going to pay off. And I think I rubbed some people the wrong way because when I talk about precious metals, I noticed 25 people left. But I'm being serious in the opportunity that we have in the precious metal sector. I mean, look at silver. It's up to almost 30 bucks an ounce. It's insanity. We're absolutely ripping it. My whole livelihood changed when I started to put money into precious metals 5-6 years ago. And I don't spend that money. That money, it's like a store. It's in a savings of its own. So like, it's just, there's opportunity. Commodities right now, B2 Gold's a 5.8% dividend. And just since 2 weeks ago, before earnings, when we bought back in at $2.53, it's up like 13%. And you're getting the dividend. It's unbelievable. Hamza, no, the system will not hold us back for long. That's why you want to become your own central bank. Fact. You want to become your own central bank. That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, I believe silver's going to 50, and that's another reason for anybody who ever hears me talk about B2 Gold, why I'm so hot on it. Their new mine, it's very, very rich in silver. It's the most rich that they've ever had a mine in silver. It's a fucking beautiful thing. And they've had their biggest production in silver ever on record this year, or in the last calendar year. Which, what perfect timing for that. Along with their gold production, and they're going to get hotter. Their price target got raised by the experts from $7.25 to $7.50. Mind you, we're only at $2.83. I've been pounding the horn of B2 Gold for some time, showing everybody the ins and outs. Now it's a longer hold right now. There's no signs of getting out anymore. We had the fun getting in and out, being able to reshuffle. Now it could be the end. It could just be ready to rally pretty big here. And right now I'm up like $800 and something right now in the last couple weeks. But I have over $7,243 invested, and that's 2,864 shares approximately. So, you know, I tend to, I talk, but I put my money where my mouth is. Just like with XDC, I've been talking about it, getting ready to move, and I put 3K on it, 80,000 tokens at 359. I think it's getting ready. Whether it does or not remains to be seen, but I'm not just speculating. I'm actually putting my money in, and then if it breaks down the structure at 357, obviously you would have the reserve the right to sell it. It cost me about 20-25 bucks. But if you did appreciate this live, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the army. Consider joining Tom's Army or sending a YouTube super chat at least one time per month. If you're looking to trade XRP or positioning to get into XRP or some other cryptos on BitUnix, that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees I've found in the USA. You don't need to do a VPN anywhere in the world. And KYC only if it's from bank account to bank account or to and from. Withdraw or deposit. Besides that, if you're looking to trade XRP Bitcoin pair, I do that on MEXC, and I'm trading XDC on MEXC as well, and that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. USA users won't be able to use it, but if you're abroad, take advantage of that. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's been an honor and a privilege to talk to the ones who continue to show up here, as we're down about 45% in audience size in the lives since XRP dropped sub 60 cents, and it happens every single time. The lower the price goes, the less the people watch. The higher the price goes, the more everybody comes back and claims they know it all, even though they disappeared when it was in the time of opportunity. And then they ask me why I'm not willing to buy it when they come back. It's because I've already bought it when they went away. See how that works? They come back and expect me to buy, but I'm already well positioned. And that's exactly what's going on here. So don't overlook the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Please don't overlook it. One day we're going to come on here and everybody's going, oh shit, he's been talking about that opportunity and we let it bite us in the ass and we didn't do anything about it at all. Nothing. Don't be in that position. Do something about it. We're even in what looks like a falling channel here as well. Don't let the market make you a bitch. Make the market your bitch, because there's a lot of opportunity, and the reason why we can make a lot of money is because of a lot of uncertainty from traders who it's down 1% and they say, holy shit, my trade's gone wrong and now I've got to sell the farm, just to watch it go down 3-4% thinking they made a good trade, then it goes up 20. and they're like, oh shit, and then they buy back in and they lose again. We clean up on those kind of traders, and for the ones who stay here day in and day out, you're going to make a lot of money, and you're not going to have to pay anything because I don't charge for a damn thing. Have a blessed evening, everybody. It's been a privilege. It really, really